America. That don't make sense. Let's talk about individuals. Okay, mankind as a whole is a race. What Father proves it in Revelation 3. Go ahead, bro.
You know, they also say it's seen too. So in the case, y'all seen. So guess what? Y'all got it then.
That's right.
So we all got a mark of this. Y'all seen.
They say he was shaping it.
That's right.
You know, you look at that word for all in Greek, it goes into pas, and it goes into individually.
Individually, man, woman, boy, girl. And like the brother just read, that's different social status. Rich, poor, free, fun. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell.
No man, referring to all. Referring to mankind with different social status. See, basically, the Quran covers everything across the board. Individually, all also means what? Individually in the Greek. Go ahead, bro.
Save he that had the mark.
Unless he had the mark. Go ahead.
Or the name of the beast.
All right.
Or the number of his name.
Now give me Revelation 3:10, bro. Give me Revelation 16:1.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
And who is thee? You, which means the elect, which are individuals that breaks down into men, women, boys, and girls of the nation of Israel. Right? And it starts with 144,000. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
And it says, we shall come upon all the world to try them.
And let's talk about the paragma as a mandate. Okay? Either you're going to take it or you're going to die. Either you're going to take it or you're going to die. Go ahead, bro.
He said to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, because at the end of the day, what is being tried? Your faith, which is breaking down into your character. How much hope and belief you have in Yahweh Hashem Shah. Now give me Revelation 16:1.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 1.
Right.
And then,
now this is a receipt, because you know now Jake we talk about receipts. I got the receipts and stuff like that. When you go into that term receipt, what does it mean? It means to receive. To receive. So a receipt means you have received something. If I went to Walmart and purchased a TV, I'm going to receive a receipt because I purchased that TV. Go ahead, bro.
And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, Go your ways and pour out the vials, that the wrath of Yahweh
judgments are within the vials. Go ahead.
And pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh Shah upon the earth.
Right.
And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sword.
That's what I want. A noisome and grievous sword. So if you receive the charagma, a receipt of you receiving the charagma is what? This grievous sword. Right? Now look up sword in the Greek, bro. You got that? Look up sword in the Greek. What term sword?
This is a sword in the Greek. Goes to Hilkos.
Yeah.
Okay, Hilkos, and then it says a wound produces a discharge plus a sword and ulcer.
And guess what? Now go to the Etsy one and look up cancer. Because cancer is that sword, right? So a person that receives this charagma will receive cancer. And it's researched in what Esau has conducted research, and anybody that receives that charagma, such as like dogs, rodents, and things of that nature, they have had cancer, the condition of cancer. That's the receipt of you receiving that charagma.
That's why he was so big about letting dogs get the charagma, because it was like the studies for human trials, you know. And I think that word, like each microchip has cyanide in it, which is like a harmful daily chemical. So you put something like that within your body, of course your immune system is not going to be able to fight out, so it's going to develop cancer. So you get the word canker for the etymology online. It says spreading ulcer, cancerous tumor.
What? Don't cancer spread? Cancer is nothing but an ulcer. All right, so the receipt of the Quran is what that sword which breaks down into cancer. And America cannot catch cancer. China cannot catch cancer. Japan cannot catch cancer. Go ahead, bro.
And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the man which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image.
Yeah, that's loose, man. Like a lot of people that take their Quran, they don't die taking trouble, gonna die loose, man. You know, taking the Quran is like signing up for loose. That's why there's no light things. That's why you see the spirit is just harping on this topic, man. Because we serve with just power. And he's gonna give just warning because something is so severe, man. Okay? You take that, there's a great chance you're gonna be in nuclear fire, man. According to prophecy, man. You know? What's in Revelation 14:9? You know? Get that.
Like I say,
Yeah.
they act like they're gonna be able to take the Quran and then later on try to pick it out their skin.
Yeah, they got them doctors out there.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be able to pick it out or cut their whole wrist off. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't gonna be able to do that.
When I was young, they just say don't play with God.
Right.
Don't play with the Most High. You really playing with the Most High. If you see that mark and the scripture says you're gonna receive death, what makes you think you put it in and take it out?
Yeah.
Just playing with the Most High, nigga.
Yeah.
Tempting the Most High.
Right. Yeah, because here it is. When you take it at the end, when you start to see everything manifest, you're like, oh, they were telling the truth. Now here it is. I want to repent. No, it's too late. You can't repent. You already took it.
And dealing with Esau, you know, that nanotechnology, that type of device is going to become like one with your body. You know what I'm saying? It's going to connect with your tissues. So
Yeah, because with the technology, it said it tracks everything you do. Everything you eat, you sleep, you know what I'm saying? What you take in, for substance, and you know what I'm saying? When you pee. It tell you all these things. It sounds good, but in actuality, it's a tracking device.
Yes, it's what they call it also, biometrics.
Yeah, biometrics.
Which means like measurements.
So to an Edomite, yeah, I get to know when this and that. And that. Your phone tell you already. My little niece got on her iPhone. They tell her everything she done did for the whole day. I'm like, damn, it's on the phone. So imagine when it's in you. You had no what? You had no privacy. And that's what the devil want. What he want what? He want to be the all-seeing. Remember he said he want to be just like the Most High? Because Yahweh is the all-seeing.
Yep.
You know, he the one that controls all things.
Right.
And here it is. Esau got this God-like complex. He want to see all things.
Yeah.
That's why he got cameras right now on the light pole.
Yeah.
Because he want to see what's going on in the city.
Drones.
Drum, because he want to see what's going on in the world.
Yep. You did that movie Eagle Eye. It shows you that.
Yep.
The Eagle Eye, all seeing eye.
So with this technology, he trying to be like the Most High. But the Most High, Yahweh, is not going to let him be. Though he trying to fulfill his belly, what's going to come upon him? So a discretion. You got it out.
You know,
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, great point.
and to tell that the MOTB is not sin because it said sin can be forgiven, correct? But check this out, this Revelation chapter 14, verse. Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
And see, you gotta understand what the image of the beast is, man. Okay? Because America, NATO, and the EU was nothing but the revived Greco-Roman Empire, man. Okay? Well, this is nothing but Roman culture, Roman diet, Roman deities, okay? Roman infrastructure, Roman philosophy, okay? All this goes back to that Greco-Roman era, man. And this is the image that Esau Edom has revived in the earth, man. And this is what the masses of the people worship, okay? All these power-ups of these different nations, the leaders of these different nations, they're pretty much wandering after the beast because it's profitable to them as a nation, man. Okay? They get to partake in the common commerce, all right, of the NATO, EU, and America, man. You know? Go ahead.
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without measure into the cup of his indignation.
Yeah, so that's going to be the intense anger of the Lord that's going to be poured out on those that chose to do that, man. Because pretty much you put yourself in complete opposition with Yahweh Shem Shah by siding with the beast, man. You're saying I would rather have Esau Edom rule the earth forever like this than Yahweh Shah to send his son to set up a righteous kingdom in the earth. That's what you're saying, man, when you take the MOTB. Okay?
It's like the ultimate way for an Israelite to sell their soul.
Yep.
You know what
So
I'm
that's
saying?
why it's called his righteous indignation. Because indignation goes back to what? His righteous anger, his righteous judgment. Because it's a standard the Lord has set in the earth. Don't do this. Don't do that. When you are father to your son, his son don't do that. So your son go against that means you are what? You are bound to what? To punish him, to discipline him, because you were right. You say don't do this, he went what? He went left with it. So this is the righteous of the Most High. Say if you take this mark, then what's going to happen? You're going to be bound in the fire. That's his righteous indignation. That's his righteous judgment. You got it, right?
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel, in the presence of the Lamb.
Yeah, so this is the fate of those that bow the knee, that bend the knee. Okay? Because you gotta understand, there's an opposing, power that's coming in the earth to set up a kingdom that's completely contrary to this kingdom. Okay? And that mark is going to symbolize that you side with this current kingdom. So he's going to treat you as such. Your decision is made. So when he show up, you going to be the businessman. When those missiles go off, you going to be the target. Okay? This is what's happening in real time, and Jake is making light of it, man. Still trying to create great areas of tap dance, because Jake is prepared to have no faith in these times, man. You know?
Jake been compromised.
Yeah.
I got a quick one. Cause like say the time we coming into is like a do or die situation. Yeah, nobody prophets out here, because the Lord sending the prophets out here to warn the people like you gotta choose.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta choose. Either you're gonna serve Yahweh Shema Shah or you're gonna serve man.
Yep.
You know, you can't straddle the fence. But a lot of people trying to straddle the fence and they see, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, I see how it's going. You know, no. It's a do or die situation now, man. That's why it says high time to wake out of sleep. Because your salvation knew you believe. You know? But this is Joshua 24 and 15. It says, and if it seems evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose ye this day whom you will serve.
The choice got to be made.
Yeah.
And you take that MOTB, your choice is made. You know? That means you think it's evil or bad, all right, to serve Yahweh Shem Shah. You know? Because these are two, like I say, these are two opposite ends of the spectrum. Esau is the pinnacle of wickedness, and Yahweh Shah is the pinnacle of righteousness, man. So once you choose Esau by taking the mark, you chose the pinnacle of wickedness, man. Okay? It ain't like that. It's similarities between these two sides. Matter of fact, get that in St. John 14 and 30.
And it says, one of the gods which your father served that were on the other side of the flood, or the God of the Amorites in whom the land ye dwell, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh.
So either you're going to continue to indulge in pagan worship, idolatry, Satanism, because this is what this man is bringing to the earth. The World Economic Forum ain't talking about Christianity, man. Okay? When Yuval Noah Harari get up there, okay, the other guy, when they get up there, they're not talking about Christianity. When they in Davos, Sweden, they're not talking about Christianity, man. Christianity did its job. Because Christianity pretty much prepped the people for the New World Order. It made you trust the so-called white man. It made you say that there is no law, which there is no standard, and it made you accept every goddamn thing, man. Okay? It made you accept all people and all things, you know. It pretty much groomed you for the New World Order. So now they got you in that mindset. Now they can present Satan to you, man. And this is what these Edomites are doing. They're openly presenting Satan to you, man. The whole thing with Lil Nas X. Esau was just trying to see where people was at, man. He'll do stuff like that. He'll try some far out.
Throw it out there.
He'll throw it out there and kind of see the reaction, you know. But this is what this man wants to bring, man. He wants to bring pure Satanism in the earth, man.
He fishing on the left hand side.
Yeah.
You know how you throw that rod out there, see a catch a fish? I might not put another bacon on this. I'm trying to something.
Yeah.
That's that Esau.
Yeah. He'll dial it down, repackage it,
You know what
put
I'm
it
saying?
back out there to you. You know?
That's crazy y'all said that, because even within the music industry, they do little things like the stylists. They'll see this artist gonna wear a certain type of, like a dress or something like that.
Yeah.
They try to see if they gonna, budge in.
We talking about Young Thug. We were talking about Young Thug, how he made boots. Now they started making boots for men. But when boots first came out, boots were for women. But you had Young Thug wearing the boots. So dudes started to go buy women's shoes just because Young Thug wearing the boots. Now they got what boots for men. It's a trend that Esau put out there like Tupac. Tupac too. Well, nobody wearing Versace until Tupac started rapping in it, doing videos, and everybody like, I'm gonna be Versace. That's Esau. He put Jake in the forefront.
That's social engineering.
You got social engineering. You got that.
John 14, verse 30. Hereafter, I will not talk much with you.
This is how Shah speaks. And hereafter I will not talk much with you. He speaks to the disciples. Go ahead.
For the prince of this world cometh and have nothing in me.
See, the prince of this world cometh and have nothing in me. Okay? Who was the current rulers? It was the Roman Edomites, man. Edom, Rome. Okay? The same people that's in power today. And he said, these people have nothing in me. Okay? The way they run the earth is nothing of me. They're the complete opposite of me, man. Okay? This is why Yahweh Shah is coming back to wage war and righteousness, man. The scriptures say. It's what? It's with the empire.
Psalm chapter 2. Psalm chapter 2, verse 1.
Yeah.
Why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing.
Yeah, you go into the rage in the Hebrew is regash. And one of the definitions is to conspire, to plot. Okay? Because they're conspiring and plotting against trying to forge this wicked empire, make it everlasting, man. Esau wants an everlasting wicked empire. He wants the blessing of Jacob on the left-hand side, man. Okay? That's the main plot that these elites have, man. Go ahead.
On verse 1 NLT, why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste their time with futile plans?
Yeah, with futile plans. All right? Because Esau was set up for failure. The scripture tells you that what he was set in slippery places. You see, he was set up to fall, man. Everything he did was for this man to fall. Okay? Even when he came up with the aircraft. Okay? That was to fulfill what? The war in heaven. You know? He thought he was doing something above and beyond, but no, he was still set up for failure. Everything Esau does was setting him up for failure, man. You know? Go ahead.
We say digging a pit, digging for himself.
Dig for
They thought he
himself.
was digging a pit for an animal falling in. No, nigga, you gonna fall in that same trap.
Yep. Right.
Verse 2.
Yep.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together
Yep.
against the Lord and against his anointed, saying,
That's why you have all these meat, Davos. You know? And that's what the highest peak, you know, in Europe, over there in Sweden, Switzerland. You see? While they're doing this, this is what they're speaking of, man. They're speaking of these things, man. Okay? They keep the people entertained, like I say, with stuff that don't matter, man. Okay? Go ahead.
right, like you say, their whole plans is against Yahweh Shai and his anointed and his people, man. This is what their whole plans are for, or against. Go ahead.
This is 1 John 3 and 8. He that cometh, sin is of the devil. But the devil. Hold on.
He that committed sin. Yep.
Nah, that probably yeah, but I'm gonna get to the point. Okay. Alright. It says 1 John 3 and 8. He that cometh, sin is of the devil. But the devil sinned it from the beginning.
See, this has been an ongoing cycle throughout the earth. All right, and wickedness will rise and dominate the earth, man. Going all the way back to the serpent, man. Okay, he's planted this seed in Eve. Eve eventually, persuaded Adam, and sin was set in the earth, man. During Cain, sin was set in the earth. That's why the flood came. Okay? Going back to the time of the Greeks and the Romans, sin was set in the earth, man. And now we're in this time, the Renaissance period, where sin has been established as a standard in the earth. Okay? But it's going to be rooted up once and for all this time, man.
You gotta say this, see, that's why you have to go all the way back into the beginning, man. You got to see how far we failed. You know, we was living, you know, our ancestors was living 900 and some years then, to where we barely make it to the grace. So this how far we failed from the grace. You know, which we trying to make it to immortality now. You know, all that was just the trial. All this is the trial run from then into now to see how far we failed, man. So our people think we in better case. No. That's why you have to go into the history. That's why you have to go into the Old Testament to see when the Most High first made his covenant with a certain people, all the way from Genesis into the book of Revelation, and see how far we failed. But we finna get that glory back again. You know, it's gonna be better than what he's shown us from Adam into now, you know, because he started before Adam. That's why Yahweh Shai in John 17, he was asking the Father to give him that glory that he had from the beginning, and those disciples, those men that were with him also. And this is what we finna receive.
We're going to talk about the new covenant with better promises.
Scripture say, the ending of a thing is
Better than the end of the thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, bro.
And it says, for the purpose of the sons of God was manifest
For this purpose.
Yep.
that he that committed sin, he that committed sin is of the devil. For the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of God was manifested,
For this purpose, the sons of God was manifested. Go ahead.
that he might destroy the works of the devil.
Right. And he may destroy the works of the devil. So all this had to happen, man. What's this? Sirach 33 and 14, where it say good set against evil. You got it, bro. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, and it says, whosoever is born of the Most High, though it not commit sin.
Right. And where's this talking about? Because we went out, you know, the creature was made subject to vanity, but those that was born of the Most High, which are the Israelites, eventually we not going to commit no more sins. When that new covenant is fulfilled in us receiving those new bodies, and the law, statutes, and commandments put in our heart, and we be programmed to keep them perfect. Go ahead, bro.
For his seed remained in him.
So his seed remaining in him, which are the Israelites. That's what Paul was going into in Romans 11 when it said, thus he shall send unto deliverer shall come unto Zion and take away ungodliness, and thus all Israel will be saved. You got it, bro.
And he cannot sin because he is born of the Most High.
See, so eventually all the 12 tribes is not going to sin anymore.
I got one more for you.
No, keep going, read down. I'm going to say the son, it'll go into the sons of the devil. I said it's going to go into the sons of the devil too.
Okay, come on.
If you didn't skip it. If you didn't read it already, I said. Yeah, and then it said this. Right. Because even go ahead.
I was saying that's been alive in the earth, man.
Right.
You know, because pretty much when you go into this both sides from the beginning, like the other one with you, man, he pretty much had a utopia in the earth then. You see? He pretty much had a peaceful kingdom in the earth, you know, before it was corrupt. That's why he saw Edom, he's the only nation that had to be completely destroyed, because he's the only one that just gets off on destroying the righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shai. The other nations, they can submit. They got in it to eventually submit. But see, Esau, he wants to destroy. His legacy is destroying the righteousness in the earth, man. Taking peace from the earth, man.
It started with Cain, man. And then his grandson Tubal came. They was murdering. They was making weapons and murdering. They was living out their blessing pre-flood, you know. And then post-flood, Esau came right back in his blessing.
That's why I said the devil sitting from the beginning.
Right.
But that's why I say the devil sitting from the beginning, because it goes back to what the beginning. He did go Cain and Abel.
Yours goes all the way back to the sun.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Cain took on this serpent.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
And it says, verse 10, in this, the children of the Most High, when the children of God, the children of power, are manifest.
See, in this is how the children of the Heavenly Father was manifest. The children of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which they was called the sons of God then.
Right.
Which when you break down Israel, Yahshua is still saying the sons of God. You know, the princes of the Most High. Basically. You got it, bro.
That's of the power.
Come.
It said, in the children of the devil.
See, so on this earth, and your pastor have to explain this. You got the children of the Most High and the children of the devil, but it's referencing everything going back into the book of Genesis. You know, you got it, bro.
And it says, whosoever doeth not righteousness or doeth not righteousness is not of the Most High.
See, and 2/3 of our people is not of the Most High. That's why I'm gonna get this scripture right here, because they don't want to submit to the righteousness of the Most High. They want to go and create their own righteousness. You know, they don't want to submit themselves to the righteousness of the Most High.
Neither he that loveth not his brother.
See, neither he. And our people, you really got some nerve saying we teach hate. You don't understand hate from love. When we teach to keep these laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, that's the love of the Most High. That's us teaching our brothers and sisters to love one another, love their brother and sister like they love themselves. Right. That's all we do.
Right. All right, it says, in this, the children of the Most High are manifest, and the children of the devil.
Right, because we don't have to say, really, we don't have to say one word against the so-called white man. We come out and teach. All we have to do is just teach. This for our people. Right. We ain't dealing with nobody else. Right. And them and the other nations hate us for this.
That fire at night in them too, you know.
Right, because once we teach self-love amongst each other, then we gonna see who really hate us. So we don't have to say one word against, which the Bible tells us to, but I'm just making a point. We don't have to say nothing against them just by us teaching our people to love each other and look, tell them this don't have nothing to do with them. They gonna hate us just because of that. Right.
Because that's a house together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's going to automatically benefit.
Yeah.
That's what the scripture says, the commandments is love. Because, you keeping the commandments towards each other, that's showing love. Like, you ain't going to commit adultery towards your brother. You ain't going to steal from your brother. You ain't going to envy none of his stuff because you love him. You probably, give to him. Like, if he lacking, you going to give him, like, sheep and stuff, back in the old days. Yeah.
Is it a law?
Love.
Commandment.
So, but keep the commandments is the love.
Right, that's right.
Get that in Romans 13. Go ahead.
Okay, and it says, start for the top of it. It says, in this, the children of the Most High manifest, and the children of the devil.
Right, so who are the children of the devil?
Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of the Most High. That's why you get back, you got your father, the devil, you'll do.
That's he got that.
He got that.
That's the spirit, though.
Neither he that loveth not his brother.
This is Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Right, and it started with Cain. When Cain slayed his brother Abel for what? Just because Abel did the right thing, Right. That's a matter. They in the field. Abel don't even see it coming. Abel know I done the right thing. What I'm supposed to do towards Most High, the right sacrifice. Cain envying and plotting just because he done the right thing. Just in that same spirit is in Esau.
Yeah,
that's the strong point. And then next thing you know, Abel was up in the spirit realm.
Right.
I mean, because he had to stab him in the back.
Right, and Cain, Esau wanted to do the same thing to Jacob, but the Most High ain't right. It was a different plan. It was a different move.
That's why he said, my father's death is at hand. Then when I slay my brother Jacob.
But guess what? Since Esau could complete the mission in, that hatred just been growing and growing. It's a perpetual hate. So we like the sand of the sea. And he like, man, he don't know what to do.
And that's how you know who the serpent was. That's why the scripture states in Genesis, what, the 3rd chapter, how the Most High will put enmity
between
between the woman's
yeah,
seed and
yeah.
the serpent's seed.
That's it.
You know?
1 John 2:9. He that said he is in the light and hated his brother is in darkness even until now.
Right, man. Go ahead.
He that loveth his brother
See,
abideth
we
in
teach.
the light.
See, our people don't understand the difference between love and hate. That's why we teach. And we teach the so-called white man, the devil. You know what I'm saying? We know who they are according to the Bible. You think that's hate? Everybody has to be identified, just like the brother just read. The children of the devil have to be manifested in children of the Most High. You know, go with it. That's your position.
If I add, like, even the law, we're holding each other accountable. That's love, man. You know? That's a form of love, man. And sometimes the Bible, you go into the Bible, sometimes, you know, it can be harsh on one person for the good of everybody, man. You know, like the slothful son. Like, he got to go because he going to create a hardship on everybody else, man. Somebody coming with, trying to bring idolatry into the congregation, they got to go. Because everybody can suffer behind what he's doing, man. Yeah. So even when you go into the law, the duality of it, you know, even the harshness of the law is for the betterment of the nation, man. Okay? And this is what we coming back to. And this, all the scriptures is doing is holding our people accountable. First, we had to hold ourselves accountable. See, we were done. We had to get jacked up by these precepts, and then we was able to come out, all right, and show our people their transgression according to the scriptures, man.
Yeah, but here it is. One band, one sound. Oh, yeah, I agree with that, but that's what you just got done saying. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of how to law. You know, what fuck up, we all fucked up. Therefore, we all had to be what right. You know? What say, a little leaven the whole lump. In the world spectrum, one spoiled apple, what? Spoiled the bunch.
That's Amos 3. The Most High said he spoke this against the whole family of the nation of Israel.
Now, you all know, all the families of the earth, he was going to punish us.
This is 1 John 2:10. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
Right, man. So this the only thing we can be perfect in right now is the love we have one towards another. You know, we're not gonna be perfect in our essence. We're gonna go out. You know, the Most High want us to go out so we can have that hope to continue to call on Him until He glorifies with the new bodies where we won't go out. But we can be perfect in love. This is what keeps you from stumbling, though. You know what I'm saying? You can know all the precepts, all the breakdowns, but if that love lacking toward one towards another, man, you're gonna fall, you're gonna stumble somewhere, and it's gonna eventually show. So that's the number one thing. You know, that's why I say love covers a multitude of sins. So in charity, you know, like the scripture say, you know what I'm saying? Knowing the breakdowns and the precepts, that's nothing, man, if you don't have that sincere charity for the brothers, for the brotherhood. Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, bro.
It's Romans 13, verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law.
Right, see, love is the fulfilling of the law. So once these laws, statutes, and commandments is filled in us, that's gonna be the ultimate love. You know, that's when all our people gonna be right. And this is all. This is where we head. You know, this is the foundation of what we teach. You know, but people had the nerve to say we teaching hate. You really the hate. You really don't understand the difference between love and hate.
That shows you that Esau's a cunning hunter because he knows that he capitalized off the wages of sin and death amongst us. Right? So, like within the music industry, for example, okay, we see by them keeping the laws, that makes them closer to the Most High their power. So let's set up stipulations and make them go against the law. You know what I'm saying? That's why you hear rap music nowadays. Everybody's talking about what's against the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the niggas or what. I'll rob this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything is backwards to the scriptures. So he gave our people that Bible by how see 2/3 of people still drinking.
Right, so love is the fulfilling of the law. These laws that
This is John 8:40. I'm sorry. John 8:36. If the Son therefore
You can follow it and say you should know the truth, and the truth should make you free, and then go down.
This John 8:31. Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believe on him, if you continue in my word, then you are my disciples indeed.
See, so we have to continue in this word. We have to endure to the end, and then are we his disciples indeed? Go ahead.
Verse 32. And you should know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
And then right after that, you should know the truth. And the truth should make us free. See, our people don't even understand that. They think the higher status they get, you know, the more money they get, you still not free. Our people been succeeded that our people been achieved that success. You got our people that have became millionaires. And Esau Edom had to show them you ain't free. Boy, I lock you up. I break you all the way down, man. Bill Cosby, Michael J, all these guys, they got the money. They got the fame. You know, they got the name. And then Esau had to show them, you ain't free. Who world you think this is? So what do we, but if you truly believe in the Bible, you see what it say gonna make us free. The truth. So this is why we out here to put that truth out here. And this is what's gonna eventually set us free.
Just on a smaller level, like Deion Sanders, he stated that to his team, you either get terminated or elevated. So he look at elevated as making it to this so-called white man standards. You know what I'm saying, about transfer going to, Colorado so-called white school, making it to their way. That's so-called elevating to them, It's not about, coming together as a people.
Right.
All right, so this back in John 8:30, starting verse 36. If the Son, therefore, should make you free, you should be free indeed. I know that you are Abraham's seed, but you seek to kill me, because my word have no place in you.
This is for a lot of our people who know they're Israelites, and the ones that don't know they're Israelites, man. Because they claim they believe in the Bible. Once you start reading the Bible, reading all these scriptures, then it's gonna show you who believe and who don't, man. Because they don't start to really run away from it. Right. Now, that's all we doing is just scripture after scripture after scripture. You hear more scriptures than anything.
I would tell Jake 2 + 2 is 4. So really you gotta, like, okay. Wiggle it, try to make it fit. It makes sense. Now they don't make sense. Then you got somebody breaking it down to you, make it make sense. They do make sense. But a lot of people don't have that like I say, I would give you pastor according to my heart, they will feed you with knowledge, wisdom, understanding. A lot of people don't have that because they go into the churches for that. But they ain't giving them the correct answer. The prophets are giving them the correct answer. What makes sense, what don't make sense. Because a talking snake don't make sense. You got it all right.
This verse 38. I speak that which I have seen with my father, and you do that which you have seen with your father.
Right, man. Right. And it's going into Esau Edom right here, man. The ruler of this world, the prince of this world. Who was ruling back then, man? Who was Yahushua talking to? He's talking to them wicked Pharisees and Sadducees who all they were was a puppet government set up by Esau. That's all they were. Now you had some sincere brothers in the midst of that. With those guys who were getting Yahushua the problem, they was the puppet government. And it show you, that's why it's so important to go into the book of the Maccabees and show you how they was getting in position. They had to start buying their way in, man. In them high priest positions. When you go into the second Maccabees, you got it, bro.
Verse 39. They answered, said unto him, Abraham is our father. Yahushua said unto them, if you were Abraham's children, you would do the works of Abraham. But now you seek to kill me, a man that have told you the truth, which I have heard of the heavenly Father Yahweh.
And have people in that same mentality. They seek to kill us. They really want to kill us, but the Lord not letting it happen. Go ahead, bro.
This did not Abraham. Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication. We have one father, even the Most High Yahweh. Verse 42. Yahushua said unto them, if the Most High Yahweh were your father, you will love me, for I proceeded forth and came from Yahweh. Neither I came out of myself, but he sent me.
And they show you, like you were saying, the selfishness of those leaders back then. But they was content with them being in a comfortable position in the nation suffering. Okay, going back to the love. You see, Yahushua was like, if you was from Abraham, you would love me. You see, because Yahushua came to put the whole nation on, man.
And that's how you know those are Israelites.
Yep.
You know, in every city where Jacob's oppressed.
Yep.
The mayors are straight.
Yep.
Even in parts of Africa, like those paid off leaders in Africa, that those leaders are straight, but the country is poor. The Jake leadership is straight financially. The preachers are good, but your nation is suffering, man. And so you know they're the same people coming back. Pharisees, Sadducees.
It was like in the suburbs. Right?
The Sadducees, like, you had to have a certain type of status to even be a Sadducee. You know, they were like the real upper echelon of the sect. You know, upper echelon sect of the Jews back then. You know, anybody can be a Sadducee. But they was pretty much Hellenized. That's why Apostle Paul played them against each other. But the Sadducees, they didn't believe in the resurrection. They didn't believe in reincarnation. They were pretty much Hellenized, but they knew the law and the customs. You know, they were playing both sides, man. You know?
I got it real quick.
Yep.
To prove Moses' mentality.
Yes.
Moses was he was chosen too, but he chose to suffer with his people than to take on that mindset, y'all reading now with the other kings and stuff. So this is Hebrews 11 and 20 and 23. It said by faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the King's commandments.
And it also just showed the love for the nation back then, because the women of Israel, they refused to kill those Hebrew boys, man. You know, they were running game on Pharaoh, like, look, the Hebrew women ain't like the Egyptian women. You know, you can't keep up with them. You see, they was allowing the Hebrew boys to continue to be born. That's the love they had for the nation, man. Go ahead.
Just recently went viral. The so-called black women on a little panel. And so you have like a black boy go ahead and abort it.
You know what I'm saying? They show you that how far we fail, man.
You know what I'm saying? Today time, back in the ancient times.
They fight them now. They protest to murder, the seed. Okay, well this time they went against the Pharaoh, which they could have got put to death for that, man. You know, to preserve, the seed line of Israel, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 24 in Hebrews 11, by faith Moses, when he was called to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter.
When he came to years, that means that he was of understanding. He knew his status. He knew what was ahead of him. He came to years, so he was of understanding. And he made a stand to go with his people, man. To be a leader of his people, man. Yeah.
Choosing rather to suffer affliction with his people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season.
The pleasure of sin for a season, because that's all it is, a season. Like you were naming that people. Yeah.
I get it.
Because as you were naming all them different celebrities and entertainers, they were just a season, man. Michael Jackson had a season. Jordan them had a season, man. You guys have seasons, okay?
Well, the duration of a kingdom is a season.
Yep.
A duration of an empire is a season. Even from the Renaissance to now, that's a season.
Yep.
You got a quick precept for the season.
Because Israel is the only nation.
I got it.
Because Israel is the only nation that's promised an everlasting kingdom. A kingdom that don't end. Like I say, anything else is a season. Yeah. Any other empire is a season.
Right.
This is Hebrews 11 and 24 in the NLT. It was by faith that Moses, when he grew up, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He chose to share the opposition. He chose to share the oppression of the Most High people instead of enjoying the fleeting pleasure of sin.
Fleeting pleasure of sin. Because like I say, all these empires have a beginning and an ending. You see? But he chose to suffer with his people, man. Hey, because one thing about it, there's an eternal kingdom promised to Israel, to the sons of God. That promise was made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Moses knew these things, man.
But this is the same thing you have Shabbat saying when you have to deny yourself, man. If you want to be his disciple, you have to, you know what I'm saying? You can't love nobody more than them. And then you got to deny yourself and hate your own life also, man. So Moses denied that status he had.
That's it.
Just like we did, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And really, it's denying the flesh.
Huh?
Then look, it's a brief on this one, but then it go back to me when I read this one. It go back to Second Peter 4:1, when it say, you said likewise the same manner as how shall suffer, you should suffer also. Because look what it says, verse 26. It said he thought it was better to suffer for the sake of Yahweh Shai.
See, hey, Moses knew Yahweh Shah, man. And that added on to him forsaking his flesh, and he thought about the promise. Actually going into what? The kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
And it started with what? Him sacrificing his flesh at that present time, which was he forsake Pharaoh's kingdom and he went with his people. Woo! That's heat right there.
Hey, come on, this hit hard.
Yeah.
He thought it was better to suffer for the sake of Yahweh Shai than to own the treasury of Egypt, but he was looking ahead to his great reward.
Yeah, the great reward is talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. That's the great reward. That's the, and what's that scripture talks about how the prophets of old had the spirit of Yahweh Shai? I think it's in Peter. Yeah.
I go, look more.
Go.
Look more. It said it was by faith that Moses left the land of Egypt, not fearing the king's anger. He kept right on going because he kept his eyes on the one who is invisible.
So he saw Yahweh Hashem Shai in the spirit.
See?
He saw.
Right, but going into it, that's the thing, what it is, how people lack faith. You got to have faith to forsake all this.
What faith is?
Go ahead.
What faith?
The evidence is substance of things not seen, evidence of things hoped for.
Invisible.
Right, man. So that's what our people lack. And how do you get faith? Faith coming by the hearing of the word of the Most High, basis. So you not into this. You not. If you. That's how you know. That's how you know you're not really hearing the word. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know how people you go to church and not hearing the word. Cause soon as something arouse, you don't have no faith. How does faith come? By hearing the true word, the true gospel. That's gonna give you the faith to forsake everything.
But those that are predestined.
Huh?
You gotta be predestined. Lord will be predestined.
One up for Moses, 2nd Ezra 1:37. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
And what is prophecy? Revelation, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah.
That's the spirit of prophecy right there.
That's right.
Revelation 19:2.
We said, bless your eyes.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Your spiritual eyes.
That's it. That's it.
This is John chapter 8, verse 23. And he said unto them, he said unto them, you are from beneath, I am from above. Woo. You are of this world, I am not of this world.
So meaning in a nutshell, Yahweh Shai was maneuvering in the spirit. That's all it is.
And I'm going to get that word beneath right here to show you what he was talking about. Man.
He was talking to the leaders.
Right, he was talking to the wicked Sadducees and Pharisees, like you brother going into the leaders, man. And these are our same leaders today. This is what they all about. This Greek word pop up for beneath right here.
Because you had, you gotta understand, like, Yahweh Shai was telling them, like, y'all comfortable with these little positions in somebody else's kingdom, man. I'm pushing the kingdom, our kingdom, man. Yahweh Shai was pushing the kingdom of Israel.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
He was pushing rulership for his people,
That's
man.
it.
They that first shall be last week, they that last shall be first, you know? Yeah. You gotta put that
Beneath.
Yeah.
This beneath in the Greek. Kato. And it says downwards, a place below a temporal succession.
This is the key definition. This is what our leaders they for that temporary success. See, we thinking what we thinking eternal. We want the eternal success. We want the eternal glory, the eternal joy, eternal life. Right? Somebody hold that in 2 Corinthians.
It's Isaiah 52:3.
What is it for? With everything seen is temporal. Yeah.
Isaiah 52:3. For thus said the Lord Yahweh.
Restore that verse 1 on there.
Isaiah 52:1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion.
See, so This is why we telling our people, man. We reminding them of their strength and they stolen greatness in this right here in the scriptures, man. Of the book our ancestors wrote. You know, the so-called white man ain't write this book. You know, awake, put on thy strength. This is your strength right here. You know, Esau put on his strength. Esau is in his strength, he in his blessing. His deception, his sword. You know, that's his strength, man. You can't beat him at that game. This is how we end everything right here. This is our strength right here. But you're not gonna understand this if you lack faith. You got to really believe that this word is powerful in the two-edged sword. It's the most powerful thing. Yeah, we got to believe. We got to really believe it. And it shows, and all we do is bring out the word, and now people don't want to hear it. You know, because eventually they don't want to hear it. You know, you can be somewhere you always reference something back to the word, but we just, you know what I'm saying? Be like, man, just leave that out of it. Something. No, this is what everything revolves around right here. Yahweh Shai, because he created everything. He is the word. Go ahead.
And that's why the scriptures start out with a awake. Because in order to understand it, you have to be awoken. Why? Because hey, before we came into the truth, we were spiritually asleep. You know, so awake.
And the scripture say, in him all things consist.
That's right.
Yeah, you say that's why everything is rooted back, like Yahweh Shai. The Heavenly Father told Yahweh Shai, all right, to be the source that everything go back to, man. You know, and like you said, the most fearful thing in these Edomites is these people on the side coming together under the banner of Yahweh Shai, man. That's the most fearful thing to these elites. That's what they talking about, man. They're gathering under Yahweh Shai. They're gathering under their name. All tribes. Right? They weary in their counsel. Behind this, man.
But you know, outside view, you know, just double switching. You know, they smile and laugh and things like that. Behind closed doors, man, they frightening.
They watching the video, right, man. Ain't no telling what they see when they see it. Ain't no telling what Yahweh Shai see and show them. I mean, ain't no telling what Yahweh Shai showing them when we just, you know, we can't see what they really see, man.
Hey, some spirits on the right hand side, they popping with
right.
You know, you going down.
Ain't no, we might look 12 feet tall. You know what I'm talking about? They might see spirits because they when they see it, they should fear us. You know what I'm saying? With exceedingly mighty, right?
Huh? That's it. Awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem.
It's all we telling our people. Put on your strength. Put on your beautiful garments, which is these laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead, bro.
The holy city, for henceforth there should no more come into thee, the uncircumcised and the unclean.
Once we do this, ain't none of these other nations eating off us no more. They're not gonna be able to come in, they're not gonna be able to be around us, be in our neighborhoods, with their stores, you know, none of that. Go ahead,
bro. He said, this is the wisdom in the sight of the other nations.
We recognize we understand in the sight of come.
And right here in the NLT it says, for unclean and godless people will enter your gates no longer.
Right, man, going into these other nations. Man. Go ahead. Because, see, they got us, like the Lord said, when he told us to destroy them, man, you know what we did? He said they're going to be a trap and a snare unto us. And that's what they did, man. They started to turn us against each other. We started to worship their gods. And this is what we getting at. This is where we at now.
Yeah, through the bottom of the king.
Right. Because like I said, I'm just
adding on to you.
Because like we said, we don't have to even say nothing against no nation. All we can say is, look, this strictly for these people right here. And they going to hate us for that, you know. Which we commanded to teach against them anyway, but we don't even have to. Just by us standing for our people and our people alone, they understand. Look, once they do that, they gonna realize who we are. And you're right. Go ahead.
Verse 2: Shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem.
You gotta shake yourself from the dust. Shake yourself from this confusion. You know. Go ahead, bro.
Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion.
Loose thyself from the band of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Man, going it back into the truth, man. You know, because if you don't know the truth, we not free, man. You know, the truth is what's gonna set us free. So loose thyself from freedom again, bro.
It said, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion.
Go ahead.
Let me pose it up. Isaiah 51:14. The captive exile hastened that he may be loosened, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail.
Because our people claim they free. So what you striving so hard to get then? If you feel like you free, why you steady striving to get somewhere, get to this certain type of success? Right. Because your spirit know you're not free. You know, You just thinking you free, but even in the time of Egypt, when they had us in bondage, we wasn't in chains. But the scripture described us as being in hardcore bondage, right? But we didn't have chains on us.
Right.
You know, we had cattle, we had houses, you know what I'm saying? We had all it. Just like today, you got your house, your car, you own stuff. We was doing that in Egypt, but we still was considered to be in bondage. We didn't have chains on us.
He's like, now Jake envy the oppressor.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Like they want what Esau has. You know.
And look, Esau kingdom going, Jay, it's in your spirit to want. See, it's in your spirit automatically, man. Right, to want to be, you know what I'm saying? Want to have the glory, but you got to get it the right way. You got to strive for the master lawfully. You try to, if you go Esau way, you finna destroy yourself. You know it's gonna destroy you. You're gonna destroy yourself, man. 1 Timothy 6.
I had a temporary.
Okay, come on, go ahead.
Verse 3 just link up with we read in John the 8th chapter about the word beneath. It goes into temporal succession. It says, "For thus said the Lord Yahweh, you have sold yourselves for naught.
Right.
You should be redeemed without money." So that cuts that reparation doctrine that our people love to push. But that's not going to truly repair us in the spirit, man.
Right, go keep reading.
This is bring out the redeemed, bro.
Like it says, "For thus said the Lord Yahweh, you have sold yourselves for naught, and ye should be redeemed without money."
And this is Isaiah 63:4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come.
This all from the controversy of Zion. I always go to the scriptures, you know, because really no man's not going to save us, really bow us back. So none of these false leaders are going to get us as a people together. Only Howard Shah has that type of standard to do that, man.
Like back to sovereignty, man. Like you said, if you're not in leadership, you're in bondage. I mean, because you have another nation that you're answering to. You're subjugate to another nation. How do you feel? They're like the money system. You subjugate to how these niggas feel. Like he get ready to crash his dollar, he gonna crash. He get ready to go to digital, he gonna go digital. Like you subjugate, like you say, no matter how much money you got, you still subjugated to how they get to feel when you wake up in the morning.
You take taxes, that's tributary.
Yeah, they're tributary. So if you're not in power, you're in bondage, man. You know?
All I gather the millions and hundreds of millions. They show it to you every day. They don't even have to do what we do, man. They can just say one thing against the script, man, and then Esau started attacking them. You know what I'm saying? They can just speak truth. That's how you know it's the truth is what's gonna set us free. Cause they don't gotta say what it is like. They can just speak some truth, and then Esau like, man, you better shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Cause their truth is strive for the truth until death, and the Lord gonna fight for you. That's what you got to know. It's all about this, the win. Huh?
And the reason why Esau come down so hard because what they took the oath. So even because they see us getting rid of us and great millstone preaching and sincerity, and then they try to do that. You know, Jake be convicted. You know, so basically when Jake bringing out their points, wait a minute, we didn't sell out. We sold out to Yahweh Hashem Shah. They sold out to Satan.
But guess what? You can repent, but you got to be willing to go all the way with it. You got to be willing to lose everything, even your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you had guys in the scriptures who, you know what I'm saying, they was righteous, they had the bread, you know what I'm saying? They just had to hear their way of truth. And then they were like, man, I put it all on the land, whatever. So you got to see the disciples. You know? You got to see the disciples. Keep reading on there, bro.
It's Isaiah.
You want to get up? Go ahead. We're gonna read a little bit on there. Okay, y'all go about that. Right, let's go. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I want to read it down. It's Isaiah 52:4.
That's all the scriptures. You can't go wrong with the scriptures. Yeah, bro.
But thus said the Lord Yahweh, my people went down before time into Egypt, to sojourn there. And the Syrians.
See, we went down to sojourn in Egypt. It was a famine. We went there and we chilled out. We got comfortable. That wasn't our rest, man. We were still amongst the other nations. No matter how we talked to how Joseph preserved them by telling them what to do, you know what I'm saying, before the famine came. That's how he got their status. But they were still in their spirit. They was, you know, like I said, the children of the flesh and the children of the spirit, they going to war against each other. So eventually they was gonna rise up anyway.
Like that, like you say. You went in pretty much against 100. Joseph. Right. But when that Pharaoh died, you know,
We spoke with
that pressure came.
they were looking around like, where the hell all these come from? They came here 70 souls. They came here 70 souls. What the hell we got going on around here, man?
And this ain't known as Jake because you got Jake in Nigeria with like 70 wives and 200 children.
Huh?
So showing you like this, you know, that's how Jake moves, man.
Nigeria.
Multiply.
You wait to the kingdom, what you say?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go there for a minute. Go ahead.
It says, my people went down for a time into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Syrians and oppressed them without cause.
Right, man. So they oppressed us without a cause. Go ahead.
Now therefore, what have I here, said the Lord Yahweh, that my people is taken away for naught.
Right.
They that rule over them make them to howl.
See, and you can clearly see it, man. So these are the scriptures you have to understand, man. They that rule over us make us the how. Who ruling over us? You know? Esau and the other nations, man.
Psalm 93.
They ride in the night. Right. They ride for you. They make us the how. Which go ahead. We probably need to get that word how right there. Or get it in the Henny Hill too.
You howling, you not at peace. You know, when a wolf howls, he's calling out.
Because that word for house, your law, it says to howl, wail, make a howling.
You're under distress. You're oppressed.
Right.
That's why you wailing.
Right, man. You gotta work 2 jobs just to make it. That's hurting your spirit, man. That's hurting you physically. You know what I'm saying? Brothers have to. Hey, they don't call the graveyard shift for nothing. We supposed to be sleep at night, man. Now, if you have to work that shift, hey, you know, we make it through the grace of your how about you and how shot, man. You know, but this shit ain't right, man. It ain't right. You know, it ain't right because the body only heals itself a certain time of the night from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's the only time the body's regenerating and healing itself. So we most definitely supposed to be sleep during those times.
And they say at the bottom, they say, emit long, loud cry loud, as of an animal, make a loud noise.
So you complaining to Yahweh?
Yeah.
You complain.
They say a long, plaintive cry of a howl of a like a wolf.
Right. That's why he's still here, bro.
Hey, well, that's our brother Benjamin. He said Benjamin Raven is a wolf. He was howling through his music.
That's right.
Even on this side, we howl through our music.
That's right.
We had those slave hills on the plantation. We had a genre called the blues.
Right.
Why did they call it the blues? Because you feel the blues through the oppression from your enemy,
I
man.
say what? Guess what's the Hey, we howling with the scripture.
Yep, that's right.
You know, that's what we can just use. That's right, bro. Yeah. Use it.
Real quick, this Exodus 3:7, and the Lord Yahweh said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt. They have heard the cry by reason of their taskmasters.
We in the second Egypt.
That's right.
You know, Lord willing, we be delivered out of this Egypt. You know?
It says, for I know their sorrows.
And our sorrow, he know our sorrows.
And the sorrows comes from the
We
curse.
cry day and night. We in, we out. In the season, out of season, man. For the Lord to deliver us, man. You know, last time we just spoke on Ezekiel 9 and 4. All right, those men that sign cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, man. Like, how long, Lord? Tell you what, you make Jerusalem more praise in the earth, so we gonna continue to cry out to you how about Shema Shop, man. Till you establish righteousness on the earth.
So it's showing who is of this world and who is of the world to come,
Yeah.
which is the kingdom of heaven. Because the churches don't even talk about the Lord coming back no more.
Not
Even when we
at
was
all.
coming up, they used to be, the Lord can come back anytime. I remember when you used to say, but now you don't hear that message no more because they don't have no faith in that. You know, they've been compromised to accept what comes. Now go ahead.
No, well, Isaiah, like how the prophets are greedy dogs, they've been prosperity preached out of the faith.
Right.
For the past 20 years, our people, they've been prosperity preached out of waiting on the Most High.
Right.
You know, early 2000s, everybody knew the Lord was coming back.
Everybody knew.
Yeah, around Y2K, 9/11. But 20 years later, Lil Nas X is expressing himself. You know?
And guess what? They now is in the Christianity church, not in our lifetime. So when it's gonna come?
It says I got one for you, bro. It This is Psalm 13:1. It states, to the chief musician, a son of David, how long will you forget me, O Lord Yahweh? Forever. How long will you hide your face from me?
Right?
How long shall I take counsel in my spirit, having sorrow in my mind daily? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me?
Till that set measure be fulfilled. That's why when you go into Micah 7:9, it said we will bear the indignation, which is righteous anger again. Because what? Because, see, now the truth shall set you free right there. Because we sin against the Lord. So for that matter, what we gotta do? We gotta suffer the consequences. So how long? You see? Till that set measure be fulfilled. And we at that time, because Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob what? In the beginning they're following. Who ruling? Esau. So what? We got next up, Quorum Yasharallah. We got next up.
Yep.
So we gotta patiently wait. Wait upon me.
Gotta sit on that bitch and wait till the game.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
It's back in Isaiah 52, starting verse 5. It says, now therefore, what have I here said the Lord Yahweh, that take my people is taken away for naught. Right. They that rule over them make them howl, said the Lord Yahweh. And my name continually every day is blasphemed.
Right. Oh, it said those that over thee make thy howl. Because when you go to Lamentation 5:4, it said what? Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. Nigga take mad in hell early in the a.m. 4 in the morning, you gotta get up and go to work. Some boy, you don't feel like getting up. Does Esau give a damn? No.
How do you blaspheme the name of the Most High? By replacing the name Yahweh with Christ.
Yeah.
Because
Most High Christ,
blaspheme means speak ill of. That's how you blaspheme in the name of Yahweh Hashem Al-Shah.
Verse 6, therefore my people should know my name.
Therefore, my people should know my name. So the elect is praising his holy name.
That's it. It says only one name given. All right.
Yeah.
Well, heaven and where you should call on. One name.
NLT says, but I will reveal my name to my people, and they will come to know his power.
Oh,
You better go. You better go.
Pick up a root.
Nah,
Let me get a root then.
you better get it.
Yeah, you heard me. That's the root. That's the root. Let me. Y'all get that one.
Since you said reveal, hey, this is for you. Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Yeah, hard that one, boy. Yep. I grabbed it just right quick.
Because it's secrets to the Bible too. It tell you the mystery, which in the whole 1 Corinthians chapter 2.
I got real quick out.
Go ahead.
This is Baruch 2:30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it's a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
Right, so now we remember ourselves, man. Our pure mind was stirred up, and now we remembering ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, we going back. We go all the way back to the book of Genesis. So Adam, the sons of God.
Right.
This is what we fell from right here. This is the glory we fell from. 900 living 900 years just started. It was longer than that, but it just started there. You know, we just got the beginning there. But go back to when we was in the spirit world, where your house shall pray for us to get again. You know, go ahead, which we can see that through the spirit, but we see it through the scriptures. Your house shall. You know, this is the. You know, we see everything right here. Read the scriptures. It show you the face of the Most High, and then it show you who. It show you who you are.
Yeah.
It show us who we are. Go ahead.
And it says, and shall know that I am the Lord, thy power. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear. Is this the point? And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name.
I can add that heart is spiritual circumcised. Because that heart goes into your mind.
That's
so
right.
If you're spiritually circumcised, then you're going to receive the secrets of Yahweh Hashem Al-Shah. And within the secrets is the true name.
You gotta let this word renew your mind. That's what it's all about. Once this word renew your mind, then you understand how to make your body a living sacrifice.
So for reveal, wisdom of Solomon 8 verse 8. If a man desire much experience, She knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches. So that's why you see brothers starting through the spirit with the apostles. When you see different breakdowns that's going against the scriptures, you see brothers own it, man, right there and there. When you see a breakdown of the scriptures, somebody going off on it. So she knoweth the subtleties of speeches.
The brother said the things of old. The book of Genesis, who the serpent truly was, who Cain is today, and who Esau is today. That's things of old.
The scripture pretty much gives you the 360 wisdom, man. You know, when you have the history, the present, and the future, man. You know, it gives you the, how the earth works, how rulership works, silver oil, like the scriptures give you the whole 360 of wisdom, man. To do what, man? To be the most efficient that you can be in the earth. The Bible was made for the earth to run in efficiency, man. That's why our forefathers were able to have so much substance, man. Because they understood the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai that made them extremely efficient, man.
Bro, you said circle. Think about circles. Circles are ongoing motion.
Yeah.
So wisdom is nothing but an ongoing motion.
Talking about most I say his judgment is like a ring.
That's right.
Ain't no slack.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead. So it says, and conjecture right what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. That's what building y'all was going to.
It is divided to each brother by line. Each brother got their life. That's right. Their own measure that they come with to the perfecting of their whole body.
She foreseeth signs and wonders in the events of seasons and times.
Right. Because see, these are real laws of the universe. Right here, you have people talking about the universe, and these are the laws of the universe. This is what's going to put everything back in its rightful order. These laws of the universe I gave.
It's Isaiah 52, starting verse 6. It says, but I will reveal my name to my people,
To his people, the Israelites, go ahead.
but they will come to know its power.
Right, and now we understand the power of the name Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's why even when I tell people the name, so I be like, don't play with that name. You know what I'm saying? Don't even use it if you ain't fully repenting and you fully persuading your mates and trying to keep these laws, that's commands to the best of your business. Leave that name alone, man. Because once you start saying that name, the power that comes with it, it's gonna, if you ain't serious, it's gonna start to tap you. It's gonna start to, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna start to snap you upside your head for real. Right.
That's why I tell you, don't even drink on the pants over on words.
Right. That's why I took to yourself damnation. That's why in Revelation 14 said you're only 144,000. They're gonna have the names in their foreheads. And they the only ones that can really learn that song. Then you got the multitude Lord gonna have mercy on. They not gonna understand everything the 144,000 understand. They not gonna have to walk that same standard that the 144,000 have to walk.
They're not the boss.
Right, man. They gonna be able to get away with certain stuff that the 144,000
The right way.
Right. You got to keep that in mind, cause that's why you got to stay humble, man. You can't try to make, cause you don't know who part of the elect and who not. So you can't. Our job is to put that judgment in the gate so that they'll know right from wrong, man. But at the end of the day, those men who on the street home, yes, it's a standard, it's a certain standard that you have to walk, man. That multitude, they can get away with certain stuff. Go ahead, bro.
It says, but I will reveal my name to my people.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 16. As many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them, and mercy upon Israel of Yahweh.
Right, but guess what? That's why the 144,000 are going to be the governing body in the kingdom, because they walk the certain standards. Right, so that standard you walk, it ain't like you're going to receive a greater reward, man. That's why I say they're going to be of a higher class of the same nation, man. Based on paraphrase first, definition for the first book. The Lord willing, we part of that number.
Back in Isaiah 52:6 in the NLT, it says, then at last they will recognize I am the one who speaks to them. Right, so back in the KJV, it says, "How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings."
It's bringing good tidings. How beautiful are the feet of them. Go ahead. Of him, but it's them. Go ahead. Because it starts with Yahweh Shai. He that him. Go ahead.
Right. That publisheth peace,
That publishes peace to who?
that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation.
That publishes salvation. What's good tidings? That's the gospel, the good news.
That's it. Matthew 10:6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house.
What we talking about? Right.
Matthew 10:5.
And what moves you bad, man?
And these 12 Yahweh shall send forth
Right.
and commanded them, saying,
These 12 represent the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Right? This is 12. Figuratively, that's why he went and chose 12. Because he was bringing back the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Go ahead.
they go not into the way of the Gentiles,
Don't go into the way of the Gentiles.
and into any city of the Samaritans enter you not,
Right.
but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Right. There you go. How beautiful of him are the feet that bring us good tidings, that publishes peace. Go ahead.
Good. And it says that publisheth salvation.
That publishes, see, salvation wasn't nothing new. You know, how they try to distinguish the Old Testament from the New Testament. The Old and the New Testament say the same thing. The new covenant was in the Old Testament, in Jeremiah 31. You know, it was there. Even Jacob prophesies in the book of Genesis. Until Yahweh Shai should be the gathering of the people. Until him should be the gathering of the people. Go ahead.
It says that said unto Zion,
It said unto Zion, it said unto Israel.
thy power reigneth.
This is how we telling our people. Your power he still got the power. He been watching. Now he finna reveal his power. He finna redeem his people. You love this word, or you want the word of God?
Verse 8. Thy watchmen should lift up the voice. With the voice together should they sing.
That's Revelation 14 right there. Ezekiel 2. Right, come now. I'm just looking up Old Testament, New Testament. Come, Ezekiel 2 though, like you said. Thy watchman should lift. Go ahead, bro. Read it again.
Thy watchmen should lift up the voice. With the voice together should they sing.
With the voice together should they sing. This is what we doing, man. We lifting up the voice. Go ahead.
You want to go to sing going to like praise.
You see, the words that we speak, they are life, they are spirit. You know? So this is what's causing our people to give. The words we speaking is shaking up everything, man. You got to know this, and this is why eventually they're gonna be like, nope, it's time to shut it down, man. It's time to shut it down. That's why they
do the apostles. You want the book of Acts. You know what, speaking their name.
Right.
You know, now they start getting persecuted, go to jail because you speaking in their name.
Right.
You know, but what happened though? The Lord delivered them. Yeah, they understood. They understood. So they understood that when they ain't got that understanding, they're gonna be persecuted for His name's sake. Awesome. Come on, right? To with joy.
They rejoice while out there happening.
Yeah.
This is Luke 7:32. They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace and calling one to another, saying, we have piped unto you, and you have not danced.
Right.
Luke 7:31. And the Lord said, whereto then shall I like the men of this generation?
The men of this generation, it's that same generation. Where should he like the men into this generation?
Yeah.
And to what are they like?
Right.
They are likened to the children sitting in the marketplace. What's the marketplace?
And then he say they're men. They are like children sitting in the marketplace.
Yeah. The highways and the byways.
We going to Proverbs. We going to Proverbs 1. Yeah. The chief place of concourse. Same thing.
That's it, bro. That's the marketplace. Because all nations are within the marketplace.
That's right.
And calling one to another, saying, we have piped unto you, and you have not danced.
Right, man, how we telling our people, look, man, stop treating your brother and sister like they ain't nothing. We the chosen people of the Most High. This is what it all boils down to. You know, you claim you believe in who the world called Jesus. Right? This is the standard he set right here, man.
You know, he chose us. You know, our kingdom is coming. It's basically what we telling our people, man.
You know, when you go into Revelation 14 chapter, we got Revelation 14. When you go to Revelation 14, it says, all the ones that learn this song, which is why we are singing, is what? The 144,000. This that great song that we are singing, man. You know?
It's a fight. But it's a fight to keep on to this. Now, what you said, hold fast.
Can I just finish it up? And we have more to you, and you have not wealth.
Yeah.
Right.
We even mentioned.
Right, man, because you ain't wept, man. We showing you the affliction of Zion. We going to evidence in the history of how they handled us, man, how they deceived us on every level. Psalms 83. You know what I'm saying? They confederate, they came confederate against us that our name we no longer remember. But like your brother just read earlier, now we remember ourselves. And y'all don't want this. It's okay.
Imagine R. Kelly at a concert singing and the audience not moving. They just stay still.
Right.
That's what the prophets out here prophesying, and you're not feeling any type of emotions. You're not right.
Yeah, you don't feel the tune.
You don't feel the tune.
But look, they're going to try to get the beat later. They're going to be too late trying to get the beat. Oh, I remember that song. It's too late to remember that song. Get it while the getting is good, because what? It's good to get it now.
What J. Cole say, too deep in his room.
Yeah.
This book of Sirach, chapter 36, verse 1. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, power of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power.
Did it before. Right. In Egypt, remember? He left the hand which is Yahweh's side name. See what happened in the land of Egypt. Right. Now, this is the second Egypt. He's going to show his power too. That's why he said, we're going to get that to Romans. What is it? Romans 13.
Yeah.
Pharaoh, I raised you up the same word. It's Romans 9 and 13, Romans 9 and 15, something like that. Go ahead.
Verse 4, it says, as thou wast sanctified us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee, as we have known thee, that there is no power, but only thou, O power. Going back to the point we really brought out earlier, you know, O Zion, thy power reigneth. Okay, because, see, now, our people look at Esau as the highest power. They don't look at nothing above him, man. Okay? But we tell our people, no, our power is over this man. He's in power because Yahweh Shema Shah set him up, man. So now you have our forefather what? Begging the Lord to showcase his power in the earth, man. That's what we're doing. We're begging the Lord to showcase his power in the earth, man. So they can see. Let them know, let the earth know you like we know you. You know? Right? That's the cry, you know, of the believers, man.
It's Isaiah 51:13. And forgettest thou, Lord, thy maker, that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, that has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor.
Fury of the oppressor. You see, our people have forgotten that Yahweh Shema Shah is in full control. Like you said, back in the day, you know, hey, our people knew, you know, that the Most High, they pretty much had an easy mentality to do back to our grandparents and different things, man. But this generation here, they don't see nothing past Esau and his technology, man. That's why when tragedy comes, who do they run to? Esau and his technology. Okay? Yeah, they go Esau and his technology. That's the guys of this world, is Esau and his technology, man.
Jay gets sick when they go, man, the doctor. Not only sick to do the old remedy as grandma, big mama taught her how to tie it. And fuck the how to tie it. They go straight to the doctor. They get poison. Would you know the herbs?
I've been sick a couple days ago. I got on the herbs. I'm here 2 days, bro.
You know what I'm saying? See? But when you go to the doctor, you know, they'll give you something, but they're going to give you something, then you got to take something to hear this something, then you got to take something to hear this something. It's just an ongoing tragedy. It's an ongoing tragedy, man. You know? When you just stick to the herbs. It's a small bone. Google, what's wrong with you? Herbs for this, herbs for that. You know? But Jake fell out of that. They went there and trusted Egypt. So, I got the Romans real quick.
Romans 9, verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
Right. So the same purpose. So the modern day Pharaoh is who? Esau. So this same purpose how the Lord instilled in Esau to get this bigger power over the whole earth. But what? Go ahead.
That I might show my power.
See, he's gonna show his power. See, we're dealing with a higher power, man. We're dealing with the power that flooded the earth with water on, say, a soul. Niggas forgot that though. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with a power that rained fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah. Niggas forgot that though. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with a power that led us out of captivity and slavery. Niggas forgot that though. You know? But now here it is, like you said, we're trying to tell our power now, which is how about Shemel and show his power this time. And he gonna never have to show his power no more. So he finna wreck the earth. Go ahead, bro.
That I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Everybody gonna know. The other nation, they still got a quick enough the power. But so much have been done to the descendants of Esau, they started to lose it. But this time, it ain't gonna never forget it. The power of Yahweh, man. He said they're gonna fear the Lord from west, east, and to the west. Alright? Everybody gonna know the power of Yahweh by Shema Shah. And it's soon to come. Because the Lord said, behold, I come quickly. You got it, dog.
It's something because even in today's time, we're still talking about what he did in ancient Egypt. You know
To the day.
So he's gonna do so much damage. So that's gonna be like pretty much scratched off what he did in ancient Egypt compared to what he's gonna do to his new Egypt.
Yeah, you know how Michael Jordan had the famous dunk for the free throw line. You know, you got J. Cole with a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? The free throw line dunk. You know what I'm saying? Over a nigga and everything. That's way better than the free throw jump. Come on, man. Stop playing with your high by Shemel Shah, man. Put some respect on this name. You gotta know how.
This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 6. A son honor his father, and a servant his master.
Right?
If then I be a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear?
Yeah, because niggas don't honor the Lord. You know, because we understand according to the Bible with the Spirit, the beginning of wisdom. And a lot of niggas lack wisdom. You know, a lot of niggas lack understanding when it comes down to the scriptures. Because the Lord gave you the do's and don'ts. You know? But niggas lack that. But guess what's gonna happen? The Lord gonna show you, better nigga tell you.
The truth of the matter is, I think you ain't been fed the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't show, man. Because when you start reading these scriptures like this, you somehow like right, and they think like what this just talking about us. They say we publish the salvation and our peace. The Lord coming back.
Now hate speech.
Right. Because see, deep down inside, you ain't ready for this. You not looking for this.
Yeah.
You know, because you haven't been fed it. You've been fed to just make the best out of this world. You know, that's what the church is teaching, basically. In other words, just make the best of what you got. You know.
That's like, even when we came into this truth, even when we came into the truth, we were looking at the book of Obadiah. What is it?
I never heard that. You know what I'm saying? I heard a lot of books. You know what I'm saying? A lot of never read the Bible until the Lord called him out of darkness. You know, somebody tells you Marvin's life. You know? You got to know, y'all.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 16, verse 15. The Lord pardoned Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world.
Yeah, and that's how Esau is. Because Esau got the mindset of who seeth me. You know what I'm saying? You see the devil? The devil said, who seeth me? So the Lord got this nigga in a real trick bag. To the point that he said, I did it. I got it out the mud. I am. You know? That's in his mindset. Obadiah. The pride of thy heart has deceived thee. But guess what's going to happen? What's the latter end that he don't even think of? Destruction. Captivity. And it showed coming. Show that Chris is grocery. Show that shit stink. Go ahead.
But what they say about them certain boxes, they be undefeated. They You like he undefeated because he been fighting bombs.
Yeah, he fought
And
nobody.
he fought nobody.
Fought nobody.
You know, so in his mind, he's way better than what he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Afghanistan, Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah, this motherfucker on
Yemen.
camel. Yeah, Yemen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We talk about yeah.
Syria, goddamn, you know. He ain't fought no goddamn fight, man.
Hey, we like rocking about
Vietnam,
boys, man.
motherfuckers eat bamboo sticks and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, we like rocking about boys,
They
man.
lost it there. Yeah. They call hell over up.
Yeah, indeed.
You know, when you doing Rocky,
Yeah.
you know, Rocky get his ass whooped all the way to the last round. You know, that's how we is. We like Rocky. You know, he got his ass whooped every time. But here goes the 12th round. He just found something. Like, it's just somebody out of nowhere. He get all this motherfucking energy. And he beat the shit out of his opponent. So he been getting his ass beat the whole goddamn time in the ring. That's how the process is, man. We been getting our ass whooped this whole time. But who gonna end up winning at the end? You know, start when you have about Shimel shot, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 18, it says, behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens, the deep and the earth, and all that is therein shall be moved when he shall visit.
They gonna move, the earth gonna quake. You going what that is, second Ezra to the 13th chapter?
Hey, what Jake tell you, boy, put your hands on me, we're gonna move some furniture.
Yeah, you gonna be some furniture moving.
Like outside, they're gonna be the earth, man. Mountains and shit gonna move, man.
They gonna, he shall prevail like a, what's that, he shall, well like a prevail woman. I mean, hey, you know how a wrestler come out? You know what I'm saying? Shit start flying and shit. That's how the Lord coming.
They out there war cry.
That's right. That war cry like Gad and Reuben.
But you know, so heavy. Hey, the scripture says that the earth is his footstool. Footstool is furniture, right?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey, I got one for you, bro.
No, Brandon.
This is
He didn't go know here.
and this is Joshua 2:1. And Joshua the son of Nun sent out of Shittim 2 men to spy secretly, saying, "Go view the land, even Jericho." And they went and came into an harlot's house named Rahab.
Yeah, hey, because yeah, our people want to spy out the land of Jericho. And see, Jericho is something like America too, because Jericho is a stronghold. Like Jericho had to fall for us to enter into their promised land. Jericho was a strong city, man. Okay, go ahead.
And lodged there. And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, "Behold, there came men in here tonight of the sons of Israel to search out the country." And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, "Bring forth the men that are come to you, which are entered into your house, for they be come to search out all the country." And the woman took the 2 men and hid them, and said, "Thus there came men unto me, but I will not, but I was not whence they were." And it came to pass about the time of shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whither the men went out, I wot not.
Yeah, so pretty much Rahab was lying.
That's right.
You know, to her people about those Israelite spies that came. And it's going to tell you why she lied. Go ahead.
Pursue after them quickly, for you shall overtake them. But she had brought them up to the roof of the house and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order on the roof. And the men pursued after them the way to Jordan unto the forest, and as soon as they which pursued after them were gone out, they shut the gate. And before they were laid down, she came up unto them on the roof, and she said unto the men, "I know that the Lord Yahweh has given you the land, and that your terror is falling on us."
Because the thing when the Lord had went out in the earth.
That's right.
First, what he did to Egypt.
That's right.
And then you had this nation of people that are walking around in the wilderness, just conquering all these dominant kings in the earth.
That's
Man.
it, bro.
You see?
And that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you.
And all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. Go ahead.
For we have heard how the Lord Yahweh dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt.
So the most I was just putting the highlight reel together.
That's right.
You
That's
see?
right.
They were like, God damn. They took him down too.
That's right.
You know, because it was like, it was quick. It was a quick conquering, man. When Joshua and then the military of Israel, aided by the chariots, okay? Balaam, you know, they were just busting these heathens up, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And what you give ran into the two kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you utterly destroyed.
Yeah, so like, Joshua, okay.
And as soon as we heard these things, our hearts did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For the Lord Yahweh, your power, He is power in heaven above and in earth beneath.
They say it had no more strength left in any man. They know they couldn't deal with that, man. Okay? I was hearing these stories, man, of how Israel was running through these kings, how they was being aided by chariots, man. Then they knew the power of Egypt, man. You know? So let's matter of fact, let's get that 2 Ezra 13:8.
Hey, is it safe to say his name was magnified?
Yep. His name was magnified, man. You know? Yeah,
13, verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid.
Hey, so this is when Yahweh Shai comes back. So just at the time of Rahab, all right, when you had Joshua coming to the land, and the men of the land were so afraid that they had no spirit in them. Like they were faint, like they were sick, because Israel was coming, and they knew they was next. So when Yahweh Shai coming back, it's going to be that same energy. They were so afraid. But the Most High going to put the spirit on them to fight for the sake of prophecy, man. Go ahead.
And yet, verse 5.
Yep.
And lo, continue.
Yeah, keep going.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai is going to be on top of that chariot, man. All right? And he's not going to have to do any physical labor, man. That chariot going to be getting down, man. He's going to be in full control of the chariot. And the chariot going to be getting down in the earth, man. Okay? He's not going to do no physical labor, man. Right. Okay, come karate chopping niggas, man. Right. Okay, go ahead.
For any instrument of war.
Go ahead.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth.
And the mouth is the opening of a chariot. All right? The opening that's on the chariot is going to shoot that concentrated fire out, man. Go ahead.
As it had been a blast of fire,
Yep.
and out of his lips a flaming breath.
And see, this is going to be a different type of fire. Like Esau can't tap into this type of fire that Yahweh Shai and the angels coming with, man. It's going to be on a whole nother level, the type of fire they have, man. That's why it's going to be so quick. It's going to be a whole nother level of fire that Yahweh Shai bringing to the earth, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest.
Yeah, go ahead.
And they were all mixed together, the blast of the fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which had prepared to fight.
Yeah, so Yahweh Shai is going to be a showcase of power. All type of fire and all type of forms. It's just going to be a showcase of power to these heathen nations, man. To show them that, look, this different here, man. You got your little fighter jets and your little cruise missiles and shit. You know, little tomahawk missiles. That's cute. Let me show you some real shit. Okay, go ahead.
And burnt them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived.
Nothing was to be perceived because Yahweh Shai is going to show them real power. It's just going to melt and disintegrate everything, man. It's going to disintegrate the missiles, the helicopters, the naval vessels, the tanks. It's going to disintegrate it, man. Okay? When Yahweh Shai coming in, he's going to disintegrate the armies of the earth, man. Okay? They're going to be light work. You see? You'll get that.
It's Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his fruits with flames of fire.
Yeah, see, Yahweh Shai is going to come in the stead of his father. That's why all power was given unto Yahweh Shai to execute these things, man, to fulfill these prophecies, man. Okay? Go ahead.
But, Messiah, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with our flesh.
So the Lord is going to plead with all flesh and judge all flesh. Okay? Go written in the book of life. Okay? This is the great judgment that's coming to the earth. See, Yahushua is coming to judge. He's coming to go to work. You see? A judge sets things in order. Okay? And Yahushua is a righteous judge. And right now, all right, the scriptures say how righteous judgment is slack. Okay? There's a build-up, okay, for this judgment, and the Lord is going to come keep things right. And that's why the Lord, all right, is going to, the slain of the Lord going to be from one end of the earth to the other, man. Yeah. That's going to be him setting the earth back in order, man. You know, it's a lot of people that really ain't supposed to be here right now, man. Okay? And the only reason we here is because of his mercy, because of the blood of Yahushua. Okay, go ahead.
And it says, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many. And that's going to be a part of the Lord setting the earth right, man. Because, see, Heavenly Father has a depopulation agenda. Right. Okay? It's in the scriptures, man. But it's going to be in righteousness. Esau just randomly, you know, Esau just randomly doing some crazy shit, man. You know, but even with that, the Most High got it to where everybody that he's getting is still on the Most High's hit list, man. Yeah. That's how the Most High works. You see? But when the Lord comes back, he really gonna speed up this. He ain't gonna play around and have you know, propaganda for you to take the juice and all this shit. Esau, no, he's just gonna get straight to the point, man. He's gonna get y'all asses out of here, man. Okay? Yeah. He gonna show you how to depopulate, man. Esau playing around with it, man. You know, go ahead.
Yeah, Esau won a lot of games.
Yeah.
You know, man. Nah.
It's over with. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day coming that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day coming that shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
Hey, if I can say something, because you read in the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 24, basically, it likens this judgment to a pit, you know, because if you left on this soil, if you ground zero, when the missiles are shot off, you're pretty much trapped. It's like you're trapped in an oven. It don't matter if you're in a helicopter or a plane, you know what I'm saying, or you just straight up on the ground, but the Lord got it to where everybody's not in them ships. You locked in for that destruction, man. You know? And you notice when you listen to you know, the various Israelite camps, the only ones really speaking about the coming destruction are the men of Great Millstone, man. To be honest, you other camps, it's like you hide from it, you know. But this has to take place.
That's it.
You know, they really speak about Yahushua coming back. You know, but you got it, bro.
And it says, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
And it's going to take, because see, what the Lord is going to get ready to do during the depopulation process, man, okay, he's going to reduce wickedness in the earth, okay? And then there's a lot of lineages that the Lord is going to get rid of, man. Okay? The Lord is going to make big moves because it's been long overdue, man. The earth ran by Esau has become infested. Like, it gets to a point to where what happened like a house roach infested. Like, you got to bomb it. Yeah, you got to bomb it. You get past the spray or you get stomping the roach or two. Like, nah. Now, yeah. Now you got to go to drastic measures. You see, Esau has let the earth become infested with wickedness to now judgment got to be drastic measures, man. That's why you got the nukes and the Yahushua and the angels coming back, man. Okay? To clean things up, man.
Yeah. If I can add on to you, that's why I said leave no root nor branch, because when you think of the tree, when you plant in the garden or whatever, right. You know, to kill the whole thing, you got to take the root out the ground. So that's what the Lord coming to do to Esau. He coming to take his ass out of power. Therefore, it no more. It don't remain the sons and nephews. Because the Lord's going to take him out of power. And he's going to leave him without no power to stand on. That's why I said, come and sit on the dust, old virgin daughter of Babylon. There's no what? There's no throne for you. You see, the Lord is coming to take him out of power seat.
It rains at the end.
That's it.
Psalms 7:11, the Most High judges the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked
quiet, like, you know, them jakes to be quiet and reserved. They be having all that picked up. When they finally do snap, they go crazy.
Going crazy.
You know,
I'm blanked out.
yeah, you blank out.
Yeah.
Well, we having black eyes, you know, everybody, Keisha, you know, the manager, the assistant manager, you know.
Hey, remind you of what's that movie, South Central,
Yeah.
where we went in there and slapped all the kids, all 7, 8, 8, like he just went in the rage and knocked all the kids out. You know?
That's most high gonna snap. Like everybody talking about, don't make me snap. Well, the earth gonna make the most high snap.
That's it.
You know?
Yeah. He had that whip of 9 tails and kept 9 tails.
Oh yeah, y'all was shot. Yep.
The Lord better pull a Buddha tank.
Yep.
You know?
Go ahead.
This verse 12 says, if he turn not, he will wet his sword. He hath bent his bow and will make it ready.
Yeah, he had bent his boat.
He made it ready.
He has all these nations. Pretty much, these missiles are in position. These nations have these missiles in position. That's the Most High bending his boat. Okay, go ahead.
He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death.
The instruments of death. That's why he allowed Esau to tap into this technology, hypersonic missiles. Okay, splitting the atoms. You know, multiple nuclear warheads, the projectiles. You know, the what they call PGM, precision guided missiles, which goes into how those missiles are going to be like those of a mighty expert man. None shall miss his mark. The Most High allowed Esau to tap into that technology to fulfill these prophecies, man. Okay, but Esau thinking that he's this great nigga in the earth. No, he's doing that to fulfill this, man. He allowed you to do that so you can fulfill this, man. Go ahead.
He ordained his arrows against the persecutors.
Woo, he ordained his arrows. You see? Nuclear destruction is ordained of the Heavenly Father.
They would say, my counsel shall stand.
Yep.
There was a counsel that was in the heaven.
Yep.
For this particular time that's coming.
He signed off on the nuclear destruction. You see? He put his seal on it. You know, a king put their seal on it.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
Behold, he travailed with iniquity
They travail with iniquity. Go ahead.
and have conceived mischief.
And this is Esau evil. Okay? All Esau does is bring forth iniquity and bring forth mischief. And this nigga's always up to some shit in the earth, man. The nigga can't never chill. The nigga got a poison and put death in everything. Yeah, you already got the woman out of order. Okay? Now you want to turn a man to a woman. You know? Now you want to push pedophilia, make normalized pedophilia like the nigga is never just chilling, man.
But you know what, bro? He wouldn't be wicked if he wasn't doing those things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Proverbs 16 and 4.
Yeah. He playing the hell out of his part, man. That's what Corn said, man. You know, but pretty soon his character is gonna be killed off, man. In the movie, go ahead.
And brought forth falsehood.
Brought forth falsehoods. Okay? This is what you have, what they call the new norm of today. This is nothing but a big falsehood, man. Okay? Esau has people worshiping a false reality, man. You know? Go ahead.
He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made.
Hey, he fall into the ditch which he made. Because his thing is to what? Put everybody in further captivity. Okay? But what he's doing is going to lead him to his own captivity, man. You know? Go ahead.
His mischief shall return upon his own head,
Yep.
and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate.
Yep. So all this wickedness that this man has planned is going to come down upon him. It's going to end bad for him. As he's been the one scheming and plotting to do all this wickedness in the earth, it's going to go bad for him. You know? That was it, bro.
All right. With that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone rule well. Peace and blessings, health and wonders that I've lived elect. Above, above.
Shalom.
Shalom.
They want to come back and rob again.